If this campaign is fought on foreign policy, threats from abroad, immigration, crime, and inflation, right, the Republicans will win. If it's fought over vibes and personality, then Kamala Harris will win.
Wins. Trump is disliked as a person, but his administration has a favorable evaluation. Harris represents an administration that is not liked, but she has the energy and excitement the voters do want. And I don't believe Trump has the sophistication to understand this. So his goal in this process has been to demonize her. That's a mistake. It should be to talk about what's happened at the border and talk about what's happened in the economy. Her goal now is to show that Donald Trump is weird. It's the right tactic, but it's the wrong strategy. Weird is not something that people vote on. And just because Democrats have been saying it doesn't mean that the average American believes it. I think both campaigns are miscalibrated right now and are not understanding the electorate. And so this election, quite frankly, is up for grabs. And the only thing I'd say to you is that the third party candidate, Robert Kennedy Jr., has become completely irrelevant in this. And you're watching his numbers drop 12, 11, 10%. They're now down to 4% or 5%. And they will continue to deteriorate as everyone focuses on these two party candidates.
Yep. And of course, it's also the question as to whether he'll be on the ballot in the end.
For about 3% of Americans, foreign policy is a top consideration in this national presidential election. And in a time of crisis, such as after October 7, 2023, when Israel was invaded by Hamas fighters, right, then it might rise up to about 5%. But overwhelmingly, this election will not be decided by foreign policy.
It's not just about Israel or the Palestinians or Hamas or October 7th or what's happened in Gaza. It's also about the U.S. position in global affairs. How active are we going to be in demanding responsibility from Iran, in insisting that Russia not invade its neighbors just because it wants to, or saying to China that Taiwan is a separate entity and you cannot take it over. Israel, on the specifics, was a victim of what happened on October 7th. And this is all being driven by Iran. It's being funded by Iran. It's being coordinated by Iran. I got a text this morning from one of the top sportscasters in America talking about how frustrated he was that Harris is not being held more accountable by the media, that she's not willing to face the press.